Hey YouTube. I was doing a little bit of cutting this morning, Thursday morning, and it started raining, so I got wet and I forgot to turn the camera on. I had it sitting here and it's getting wet as well, so I'm going to just make a quick video here. If you look, if you look at this piece of log that's on there, you can see that it's fairly flat on the top. Now that tool that I made, if you look there, is set at a 30-degree angle, because after you cut the 45, and I'll show you here, you're cutting this can. Now I had to cut a little bit off here. This was round, so it looked like that piece of pizza. Once you put that cant on there and you make the first cut, what you get out of that first cut is this piece of 2x here, and I'm cutting the wooden 2x. I think it's better to keep it thicker to dry it. If you look at the lines here, you can see they're almost vertical, and they go all the way to the center of the log. Same thing with these vertical, these vertical. Now these are painted on the end, so it makes it a little bit hard to see them. But so those were the quarter sawn pieces that came out of the first cut. Now, because the tools are holding the log on the angle that it's holding it, and this is where the 30 degrees comes in here to the blade or to the bed, you can see that again this is to the center, so all these rings that are in here are going to give me another quarter sawn board. So all I have to do is, because that's flat, I can cut a flat piece out of there. What I want to do is cut another 2-inch piece straight across. That'll give me another quarter sawn board. And you know, the thing I'm finding out here, there's very little waste. With what I cut this morning, the only waste I've had so far are these couple pieces here. These two triangular shape, and that little piece there, that's the waste. Now granted, there's going to be more waste, like on this cut here for instance. Now I trimmed this board, but I didn't trim these other two. This one has to be trimmed off here, and I can get a 2x6 out of that. This I'll probably get I don't know, maybe a 1x3 or a 1x2 out of this piece. But the point is that it's quarter sawn, and that's what I wanted to be able to get. Now the problem with the tool is I was hoping to be able to clamp this with the clamps, but right now I took the end piece. There's a piece that goes over top of this. If you looked at my previous videos, that it helps to grab the wood. I have that piece in my shop, and I'm going to take and machine another piece that will actually grab on the top of the log, rather, you know, on the top of the piece here. So the piece that's on here, that goes on here, is made to just grab the bottom of the log. I need something that's going to dig into the side of the log, so I'm going to make a piece for that. So my idea of putting the pin in there, a sharp pin, doesn't really hold it. It's not what I was hoping it would be. So what I did do though was I just took a binder, like a ratchet strap that you use for the back of your truck to hold stuff in, and to put that around, and that actually worked perfectly. Yes, you do have to stop, you know, as you're making the cut. If you bind it here, you have to stop and then keep going. So I understand why the fellow that left a comment before had said that he uses a sacrificial board to hold them in place, and may have to go back to that somehow, but I still like my tool because it holds it at the right angle for me to make my cuts. So as soon as this rain stops, it's supposed to be nice tomorrow, sunny, so I'm going to go in and get some coffee and warm up a little bit, but I just thought you'd like to see that. So I have to split this split this log in half yet. That is a quarter, so I can just start the quarter saw right away when I get this one done. So I'll finish that up and then I'll make a video about that. Alright guys, I'm cold and wet, and come on Bullseye, he's cold and wet as well, although he don't think he cares. So have a good one. I'll talk to you a little bit later. I've been working on trucks and stuff for people, and I haven't had a chance to make any of these other videos. Have a good one, guys. Bye.